Oh, dude, I cannot believe this is for real.
I don't think it is.
I feel like that might have been you in high school. I feel like that was you in high school in science class.
As much stoke as we hypothesized. Need hot chicks.
That's good. That was good.
Mega yachts.
I don't
publicly available for everyone.
Well, we don't want yachts. You and me are into.
I would love
boats.
To have a yacht.
No, you need you need a yacht with a surfboat on it.
And you can just surf behind a yacht.
I'd rather not. I don't know if I'm a yacht guy. I think I just stick with like that 245 we saw, that RI 245. That thing that's a yacht. I think that's actually yacht classification, which I think helps you on your taxes.
No.
Yes. Because then you can claim it as a second, what do they say? If it's, you need to Google that. I was reading somewhere where if it's classified as a yacht, then you can claim it as like a second house or some bullshit.
Oh, nice.
I need to, okay.
I wonder, can you hear this? Oh, come on. Give me.
Oh, I got what I got to send you. It's about accurate, right? Wait. I got a better one. Okay.
Send it to me on Marketplace.
On
Facebook Messenger.
Okay, hold please. I gotta find it. Okay. All right, let's see.
I think
dude,
I've
this
seen
one
this
is
one.
This one's Messenger incoming. All right, there it is. This was the most accurate I saw until the one I just saw you sent me.
Oh yeah, this one's fantastic.
Dude, this one's perfect.
It's the only way you'll win. You better watch your ass, Joe. Deegan's coming for blood, right?
Yeah, Joe, you want a little Deegs action? Deegs, I'll buzz right into you. Deegs, what the hell's this kid doing? Hey, Joe, I'll brake check you. Deegs,
Save the day.
Deegs. One last Deegs. Deegs. He just took down Joe in front of everyone. It's not like he doesn't deserve it. I mean, he's from Japan.
See?
He's not even in America.
You're right.
And then once he
Come on, get up.
now Brian's
Quit.
pissed.
I'm better than anyone anyway. I'm the best racer in the world.
Did the pressure get to you?
Now,
Run out of talent? His butt plug just fell
This is the
out.
best
Come
part.
on, where is it? It's hard. It's on the ground somewhere. I gotta find it. He loves that thing. I got it. I'm on my way. Come on, man. Anything for you.
thanks, Joe. Careful sitting back, Mr. Deegan. That's a hell of a hole.
I feel horrible because I think he took mine instead. No, Mom, it was mine. It was a triple XL.
The Deegan family waits patiently outside the medical unit, hoping they can fill the gaping wound.
Dude. Fuck, that was good. That was so good.
That is the best.
So I don't know if our listeners are moto people at all, or even dirt bike people. I'm sure a couple of them are, maybe one or two. But this right here was this like the lamest thing I've seen in a long time in the world of motocross.
Yeah, it was.
Or supercross, super motocross, whatever you want to call this hybrid track shit. But that right there was great. Deegs. That's great.
Yeah, and it bums me out seeing Brian Deegan like cheering, like, yeah, look at him, like riding like a dickhead.
I mean, he might be a nice guy in real life. I mean, like
Hayden?
No, Deegan, the dad, Brian. Sorry,
Brian seems like he could be a pretty all right guy. I don't know, but Hayden, I'm just not a fan at all.
I don't think a lot of people are right now. I think people that were fans are definitely not fans right now. And if you're some of his sponsors, it's questionable if they want to keep you around. I would think,
dude.
I could imagine
that.
But when you have that kind of money, because that kid's got money before he got that ride, like because YouTube and all that, his YouTube channel, like
he got money because he's Deegan.
Well, no, you have to go back. You have to hit the rewind button because the way that kid's been riding at the early ages is impressive.
Yeah.
So like his early, like the way he was writing at a young age, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in those years, and they were like, it was always like a YouTube thing, was very impressive. Like watching that kid ride, you're like, that's pretty phenomenal. You don't see a lot of kids at that age doing that kind of stuff when he's on KTM's. So I always go back to like that. He's has the talent. It's no, and he would have beaten Shimoda straight up. He just would have won that championship.
Well, he still didn't.
Correct.
He didn't even finish the race,
Right.
which was just a beautiful gift of karma.
We better probably move on here and talk about trucks because people are like, what the hell are these idiots talking about?
Oh, I'm sure there's people that know what we're talking about.
I like Joe Shimoda.
I like Shimoda
I have
a
no,
lot.
like I told you, I have no favorite person, one racer. I just like to see good racing, and that was not it.
No.
No.
That was one of the most disappointing parts. It's like, just run your race, dude.
Well, he was like, oh, I mean, that's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah,
500K,
sure.
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, he can't win it honestly now. Like, at that point,
Right.
unless Joe screws up on his own bad enough, like, he wasn't going to win it, honestly.
Hard not to like Joe Shimoda
Yeah.
before this and now after this, especially with his comments of, I don't speak English.
Yeah. When Deegan's like, hey, I'm coming for you or something.
Yeah, on
Like,
the line.
watch out. And he's like, I don't speak English.
I thought that was pretty good. All right, let's talk about trucks. We better get to this Truckery podcast that we kind of take seriously some days, kind of not. I don't know.
It's very serious all the time.
Super serious. Let's talk about builds and stuff like that. Everyone, you're listening to the Truckery podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Devin with OBS Solutions.
And I'm the other one, John with Carrick Customs.
I'm the other one. John is basically the Matthew McConaughey of Central Oregon. So we're gonna start nicknaming him.
I wish I was that cool.
Best Matthew McConaughey movie. Go.
Oh man, there's too many. The one, I think the gnarliest one that he's acted in was the one where he had AIDS.
Oh gosh, the
What?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas
That was
Buyers
gnarly.
Club.
That was gnarly.
That's a really good one. There was it's one word, Mud. Mud was a
That
good
was a good one
one
too. And they had that messed up tooth. His tooth was kind of fucked up looking. He kind of had a little bit of a goofy lip going on.
Yeah,
I kind of like that Southern Florida, Louisiana scene. I don't know what it's about me. Maybe it's my white trash tendencies, but I like that whole
yeah, it's got a
Swamp.
vibe.
yeah, the swamp and
It's fun to watch on television. I don't think I could live there. I'm not a big snake and alligator fan.
But what if you could surf and wakeboard all year long?
Well, that would be cool, but you have to do it with snakes and alligators.
I was telling Chris, or as Chris was telling me,
Who's Chris? Oh, Moto Memes Chris. Got it.
was telling me, being a Florida native,
Yeah.
the lakes that you're gonna surf in and stuff like that and wakeboard in, those alligators and stuff will not have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to be disrupted in their environment. They don't want to be like
They
in
like calm.
they like calm.
water.
They like shallow.
You're not going to
Yeah.
see them trying to like
No.
poach waves from you.
No, I wouldn't think so. That would suck though, wouldn't it? Like you're
That'd
waiting,
be-
you're waiting for the boat to come around. I would still worry though. I'd still always wonder.
It would be hilarious. Like, I just have this meme in my head, not a real meme, but like where you're on a lake like that and alligators paddles up and starts
Next
like,
to you.
surfing the wave with you.
I would just worry the whole time while waiting for the boat. Like, come on,
Yeah.
come pick me up, come pick me up, pick me up,
Yeah,
come get me.
that's what I think about down
like I don't
there.
want to get bit by anything.
No, I'm not a like reptile person.
No, I'm not either. I'm not a reptile. Yeah, I can't get down with the reptile thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this iguana loves me. No, they don't, dude. I'm sorry. I don't think iguanas and reptiles and snakes and shit like you.
No. There's. I just
Not like a dog.
It's not. No, not even close.
Well, we have that in common. We don't like reptiles. So
Yeah.
I guess we're not going to move to Florida or the South or anywhere like that.
Yeah, I just can't. It's not my vibe. Oh, more Matthew. Here's one guilty pleasure. I think it's just a fun movie.
Sure.
Fool's Gold.
Great movie.
Yeah,
Kate Hudson
fun little
looked amazing in that,
rom-com.
by
Yeah,
the way.
she's great.
I would say hands down, dude. I'm telling you, Dazed and Confused.
Oh yeah, Dazed and Confused.
Hands down,
I
the
mean, that's
best.
where you guys break.
Well, I liked him in Wolf of Wall Street too. For the hot minute he was in it,
Wolf of Wall
he
Street
was good.
was way good.
I've never seen True Detective.
Got to pump those numbers up.
That's a rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers.
I think The Lincoln Lawyer, that was good.
Lincoln Lawyer was fantastic.
I would say U-571 was really good. You ever seen that one? It's a true World War II movie.
I don't think
about
I have.
how the Americans actually were able to capture the decoder from the Germans.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, what's the one?
The Gentleman. The Gentleman.
Hands
that was
down.
Great.
He was great in that. That was a good movie. I mean, he's played a lot of great movies.
Dude, he's in so many.
Free State was good.
Gold was really good.
That was rad.
Interstellar.
It was good.
It
was
is
still-
good if you're nerdy about it.
You got to follow along. Maybe watch a couple times, maybe.
That, and you have to understand that entire movie is based off of like theoretical physics. That, you know, there's so many theories out there, but it's based on like actual math and actual physics that people have studied. The
Sure.
whole movie is. It's
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you look at
I didn't
like,
know that one.
how that movie was made. it's
He's done
good.
some other ones that are kind of lame. I mean,
Well,
you have
yeah.
like Ghosts of Girlfriends, blah blah blah. But I mean, Tropic Thunder, he was great in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some.
Yeah,
He's got, look how many movies this guy's been in.
Oh, this one, We Are Marshall. That was a great movie.
That was a good movie. Fool's Gold. Oh man,
Yeah,
we talked about
I'm
that
a
one.
sucker for a fun little rom-com sometimes.
what's it called?
Rom-com?
Rom-com.
Romantic comedy, dude.
Well, I mean,
Glory Days.
no, I would say hands down. Still though,
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused is it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Noon Boys was really kind of a cool one. I forgot about that. Dude, the guy Ring of Fire, he was gnarly in. Like he gained a bunch of muscle for that movie. Like he's all jacked up and
I
shit.
don't
You're
think
like,
I've seen that.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got. Have you read any of his books?
No, I don't read books. I'll be honest with you. Like I am not a book reader. That's really bad of me.
I read his book Green Lights,
Okay.
and it's really good.
Okay.
And then Trent and I got in a little like tussle before going on Jack's birthday trip up in Edgefield,
Okay.
and she showed up with Matthew McConaughey's new book and was like, "Peace offering." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that works."
That's
Thank you."
nice. That's pretty badass.
So I haven't read it, but it's called Poems and Prayers, and he was just on Rogan and talked about it, and it sounds really good.
When was it on Rogan? Just recently?
Yeah,
Was it?
just recently.
Interesting. Well, I mean, hard to beat Matthew McConaughey. That's our movie talk for the week.
I doubt it. We'll probably have more. We end up talking about movies almost every episode.
Do we really? Shit, this is a truck podcast, and we're talking about movies.
Movies are fun.
I love good movies, not shitty ones. I
I also
told you.
I like hearing about good movies because
Yeah.
you know, there's movies you can't see all of them.
Have you been watching did you ever watch Ozarks on Netflix?
Oh yes, Jason Bateman.
Have you watched the new one he came out with?
No, there's
What?
a new.
Yes, the Black Rabbit.
Oh
he
yeah,
did
no, I
another
haven't.
one. Dude, it's just as fucking gnarly too.
Oh,
Yeah, Lisa and I are like probably 3 episodes in, and
and it's good.
Oh yeah, super dark and like has all the don't go do that. Oh, you did it. And next thing you know, he's losing a finger.
I was watching stuff like that or The Bear.
Never saw that.
But I'm screwing this up, but last year, like business was extremely slow in the summertime and like scary for me. And I was so stressed out, like watching a show like that,
Sure.
I couldn't even do anymore. Because I do enjoy them, but I'm like, nope, this is just like making me feel
Right.
even worse.
Yeah.
Like I need to watch like a Pixar animation of like something dumb and like goofy.
I think you watch Lego Batman, Lisa.
Yeah.
let's watch that.
Yeah. For some reason, it just too
There
much.
is some TV shows and not so much movies. I don't know why, but movies never did that to me. But I get what you're saying because some that you turn the TV off and you're like, dude, my stomach is in a knot. I feel like
Yeah.
not good about my situation. I don't know why.
Totally.
Like I just feel like it's this dark place.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad did that to me every
Yep.
time I saw it.
I couldn't finish Breaking Bad and I couldn't finish Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, dude, Sons of Anarchy was such a man drama. It got
Oh.
to the point where like this sucks balls.
When the mom like stabbed the wife's head in the sink and just like repeatedly stabbing this thing,
I forgot about that.
I was like,
Did he?
What?
Was that the Jax Teller's like wife?
Yes.
I forgot she did that.
Like this is like just too much for me. This is a little whatever, call me whatever name you want. Like I'm not a tough guy, sure. I mean, I've experienced dealing with lots of blood. It's fine. That doesn't get to me. It's just like watching the violence. I'm like, I don't need
Well,
to
it's not so much
like
the violence.
consume this.
It's not the violence. It's the like, hey, these characters' lives are in such a dark place that it almost like that cloud goes over you as well.
Yeah, because then I start to think like, could I get to that point?
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you this: after watching Ozarks, you don't hate anyone as much as Wendy.
Oh yeah, Wendy.
Wendy's a real bitch. Wendy's a real bitch. Or the cartel guys, like, man, if I'm gonna be an evil cartel guy, I want to be that guy.
I'd rather be the cartel guy than Wendy.
Exactly.
Wendy's just a real see you next Tuesday.
Well, you watched Breaking Bad, right?
I couldn't finish it.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
but you watched enough of it to know who the characters were.
A little bit.
Would you rather be Bryan Cranston or what's his face, the Jesse,
chemist?
Yeah. You rather be the two main characters. Which one would you rather be, Jesse or
Probably
Heisenberg?
The second one.
Jesse.
No,
Heisenberg.
I think so.
Really?
I don't know.
You know how it ends,
I
right?
legit, yeah, I legit haven't watched enough of it to like pick.
Okay, you should go and follow and like just fast forward all the seasons, get to the very last one, and watch the end because the end is epic.
Okay, maybe I will.
You should do that. Just watch the end. Watch the last 30 minutes of the end. Man, maybe back up. Maybe do an hour of the end. The last episode. Just watch that,
Okay,
and then watch El Camino afterwards.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Moving on. We better talk about some truck shit.
Yeah, truck stuff is fun.
Truck stuff is fun.
Do you have any new updates since the last time?
We just did a video for our tailgate, our billet tailgate and camera assembly. We're looking for that to hit the website in 3 to 4 weeks. So
it might be live right now.
Possibly, yes.
When you're listening
yes,
to
you're listening.
this.
It might be live because we get a bunch of questions. Hey, what's in our billet door handle, exterior door handle? Obviously, we get a lot of questions on that. There's a couple things we have to finish on that one. That one's super complicated. Oster's done an amazing job with that. That's his baby, which I didn't think that would be something we'd want to go down that path. But
I wish Oscar wanted to live in Central Oregon.
he likes Central Oregon. I don't know if his wife wants to live in Central Oregon.
I know.
That's the bummer. You know, you marry.
I would try and poach him from you.
Well, you know what? He takes a lot. You just
Oscar's good.
pay him in Rainiers. He'll probably be here in a heartbeat.
Really?
Mhm.
That's all it would take?
Pub beer. He likes the pub beers too.
Okay.
And-
even easier.
Get him a season pass to Bachelor. He's all yours.
All right.
Easy peasy.
That's cheaper than Grant.
Exactly. So anyway, our tailgate handle is done, and we're just waiting for them to start rolling in, and so we can put them on the website.
So when you get that tailgate handle, for those listening, it's going to have the integrated backup camera in it.
Yes.
Will it come with the camera?
It'll be a drop down. You can add the camera, or you can just have a billet tailgate handle. It's either one.
But you can't get it for the camera without. Like, you're going to supply the correct camera for that.
Yes, because we used a camera that's really tucked up there at the right angle. We really took us a while to figure out the right angle of the dangle so you can see your hitch.
Right.
That's one thing we noticed with the license plate cameras.
Yeah.
You can't see your hitch.
Now.
Which is, what's the point of that? I guess to see if you're going to back up the shit.
Yeah, if you're bad at judging
Right.
your vehicle location.
But you still have to hook up a truck and trailer. It's still not the easiest.
No, not at all.
And so that's why we were talking, like, every new vehicle, trucks especially, your camera's up high. So it shoots down to your receiver.
Right.
So yeah, this camera is at an angle, a fixed angle. It's the one that works with our handle. We built a handle around this because it was really tough for us to, like, I'm not going to go make my own camera, right?
No.
I'm not going to, like,
that's dumb.
right. So let's source the best.
Well, it's not dumb. It's just like when
Be
there's so
expensive.
many options out there,
Right.
don't go design a camera.
Correct. And so then it was like the best camera that we can source to fit in the smallest area with the right angle, and then build the handle around that.
And so will that camera work with any double dan or
any stereo that is backup camera friendly?
What about a mirror that's backup camera?
You know what?
friendly?
It'll work with those as well, but
Yeah.
I haven't tested it, but it uses the same
RCA.
yes,
plug-in,
same wiring.
Nice.
Identical. Cool part. Check this out. This is really cool. So I was like, the reason always comes down to Devin bought a truck that he wants to use for such and such. And I'm like, dude, I bought that crew cab short, and I was like, dude, I might wear that bullnose crew cab. And I'm like, I might leave that up at the house at the lake.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm like, dude, it's gonna be a bitch having to back up and hook that thing up all the time when I drive it up to the hill. So I'm like, well, I need a camera. Well, Oster's like, well, just get one of those ones that goes around the license plate frame. I'm like, dude, those things are so freaking lame.
They are.
First thing, they look lame.
They
Even
do.
if they worked, I still think they look lame because they're like a little camera dangling on there. They're like cheesy, you can see the wires.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I came up with the idea. I said, hey, no, let's put a camera under the tailgate handle. So then Oster and I crunched the numbers on trying to get a camera tucked under the factory tailgate handle, which wasn't happening. And at that point, we're like, sweet, let's make our own billet tailgate handle. And then the camera integrates underneath it. You can't see it.
Yeah.
I like shit you can't see.
No, totally. I'm with you.
So the reason I was kind of going down this was, well, I want to use this truck for doing this, but I think what's going to be kind of cool is that it's everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's a billet tailgate handle. Well, I was more just stoked that we're going to have a camera that you can't see.
Yeah, legit camera.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think that's going to be a hot item for you.
So we made that, but then I'm like, dude, how are we going to route the wiring? Right? I was thinking about this. Like, you're going to have to, like, the wiring needs to be in the pivot of the tailgate, because if not, then it's going to wear out and crack, just like our wires in our doors.
Yeah.
Right? Like, people may not know this, but like, our door wiring has a life shelf of how many times it can open and close.
Oh yeah. Mine is expired.
Yes. And so it's a common fix that we do at the shop. I should say common, but we do quite a bit of them where a truck comes in, the door locks periodically work or anything like that, right? Usually it's door locks. And it's because our wiring bends, it's always bending when you open the door and then going back. And so my thought was like, shit, okay, so we're going to have a wire, then it's going to bend all the time when you're opening and closing your tailgate. Here's a cool fact. Our OBS Fords on the tailgate hinge, if you ever had your tailgate off, it's basically one side on the driver's side goes into a nub and the passenger side just like slots in. Well, on the driver's side, that socket that the tailgate pops into,
Yeah,
there's a hole in it, a center of it, and so does the other end, the receiving side of the tailgate. So the wire just goes right through that. It doesn't ever bend. It's always just straight wire through.
And is there a connector nearby so that you can unplug and be able to remove your tailgate?
Correct. Yes. Well, you can make your connector wherever, but the camera comes with a long lead.
Right.
So if you had to, you just unclip it further down to the truck, pull the wiring out, or you can make your own butt connector or connector at the end. We didn't go that far. But you take the taillight out and it exposes that hole where the wire comes through the tailgate, through the hip socket, I'm going to call it, or whatever, how the tailgate opens and closes.
Yeah.
And then you make your connection right there when you pull the light or the taillight out. So it's
Perfect.
all easy to get to.
No, I like that.
So it's kind of like meant to be almost.
Yeah, no, that's...
So there's no drilling of your tailgate in the sense of like having to punch a hole through the side of your tailgate.
You don't have to drill any holes.
You have to drill. The only hole you have to drill is the center of your tailgate where your handle bolts to.
Just right in the middle of the tailgate.
Right in the middle of
Just
right.
Just a hog of giant hole
big
right in the
fucking
middle.
hole. No one cares. You pull the access panel off your
Okay.
tailgate, and then you just pop a hole through there, and that's it. One hole, and you don't see it.
Yeah, because it's covered inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the back side. It's on the internals of your gate. You pull the cover off on the back side of your tailgate, and you drill that hole, and you put the cover back on, and that's it.
Dude, that's sweet.
So yeah, that's all there is. And you'll never notice that's the best part is, unless you'll never notice a camera underneath that billet handle because it's hidden.
If you know, you know.
Something like that. Like the backside looks all factory. There's no area that you could tell. So
Nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
I just want to further that crew cab short bed truck.
Yeah. That's how all of these products end up coming to life.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with you. You just want a TTB system that would handle going through Central Oregon, whoops, and
Yeah. Party time.
right.
Yeah.
Let's just do TTB stuff. So
Well, that's like I guess on our end, working on this Duramax truck, which is actually making progress. I got my transmission back and it's bolted up and in there.
you just got to build a cross member and
Yeah, and get the adapter. Shoot, I was supposed to call them today. I forgot.
shit.
For the transfer case, because I'm running a Ford Super Duty transfer case.
Okay.
NP271F, and the output shaft speed sensor in an Allison or for an Allison is
Yep.
typically in the transfer case of the GM.
Okay.
And I don't want that transfer case. They rub through the cases all the time,
Can't you use the speed sensor on an OBS Ford?
No, I don't. No, because that's not output shaft speed. That's diff speed.
Oh,
So
shit,
you
you're
have
right.
the adapter. I was just going to change the input shaft of the transfer case to the correct spline count because the one from the Dodge MP271 is correct.
Okay.
And then get a clocking ring. And there was a company that made a tone ring for that. Anyways, they stopped making it. So now I have to get this adapter from CA Conversions that has a sleeve, like a male and female sleeve
Okay.
for adapting the input and output shafts, and also has a tone ring and a sensor so that I've got all the sensors there, and then I can build the transmission cross member. I don't want to commit to the cross member until I've got the transfer case in, just for driveline clearances
Sure.
up front. But the fun thing that we've designed, and it's all finished and ready to go, is I want to clean everything about this. I want it to be as bolt-in, or not bolt-in, but look as OEM as possible. So with the Duramax and the Allison, we no longer need, in a Powerstroke truck, we no longer need the ECM or the IDM, the engine control module or the injector driver module. Well, the injector driver module is mounted on the driver's side fender well, or fender, up by the cab. And then your ECM is mounted in the footwell of the cab that you access more or less from the engine bay, right?
You pull the fender
You
liner
pull your
out.
fender liner
to kind of a
out.
pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things the first thing I designed was a bracket that bolts to the location where the IDM went, and it holds the Duramax PCM or ECM engine control module.
It's called ECM.
And then so it slides in there with a set screw in this bracket, and then the TCM bolts onto the top of it so that all of your control modules mount where one of your original control modules
in the factory
mounted.
holes.
In the factory holes. It's not just some sheet metal screws just right
inside
into
your
the fender.
Right.
It's very sanitary. And then the next thing we're doing is just a really clean block off plate that will be very OEM like, where it has that rubbery material as a gasket.
Okay.
And then just a solid, it'll probably be ABS or something printed all together to block off where the factory ECU went.
So it's all sealed up, and you have to worry about water intrusion, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's really clean looking. And I started thinking about that more. I'm like, well, this would also work for guys doing Cummins conversions, if you're getting rid of the EEC system.
Yeah, if you're doing the blue truck and we got rid of it, I had to build a plate to seal that off. That's a damn good idea.
Yeah, so I'm just going to make it'll be, a few different or a couple different types of materials printed all together, and it'll look just like a factory one, but it'll go right on there, seal it all off, and you won't, none the wiser.
Yeah, I never thought about we've built one for the blue truck and I think the Cummins swap truck. I never thought about making one like for sale. That's a great idea. That's a fucking rad idea.
Thank you. It's coming out soon because it's simple.
Where is the ECM?
It's in the shop.
You should have shown people that because I've seen that. It's badass. The bracket was legit.
I'll post it on the interwebs, Instagrams, and whatnot. And that will be, the whole plan with this is all of these parts are going to be available when it's ready to go.
Okay, so question I have.
The ECU block off plate will be available real soon because that's just
easy peasy, yeah.
Yeah, and I can test that real easy.
So a question I have is, so if a customer says, hey, I bought a wrecked Duramax, I pulled the engine, tranny, and transfer case, and I just want to run GM stuff, even easier for them at that point.
Sure.
They don't even need an adapter.
They don't need the transfer case adapter. No, not at
Right.
all.
They can just run that whole assembly, the whole GM assembly.
The
right there.
only part where it gets complicated, which it's not that complicated, it's just drive shafts. So you're just going to have to figure out,
Yeah.
your connections for your front and rear drive shaft. And then you'll need the wiring harness, which I'm not fully committing to this, but we're going to do our harness in a way, with like a true harness board and everything, where we could have, depending on if
How it
we can
goes.
accommodate it, we could have people ship us their harness. We go through and make all of the changes,
Yeah.
send it back to them, and then it's plug and play.
Now, the only thing GM people, before you freak out, if you're one of those people out there that like are, oh my God, you're putting a GM motor in a Ford, which I love back in the day, everyone put GM motors in Ford vehicles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's not uncommon.
So,
Small block Chevy.
all day long and everything. So what's funny though is we've reiterated this multiple times. The only thing GM on that powertrain would be the T case. Well, technically that's not a GM T case.
No, is it Borg Warner or is it a
They didn't build that. New venture?
New venture or
Can't
new
remember.
process?
New process. Sorry, not new venture. New process. Sorry.
No, there is new venture too.
That's right. That's weird. But regardless though, the only thing is GM is the cylinder heads.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
rest
it
of
is.
the block is Isuzu,
Yeah.
right?
The transmission's
Allison.
Allison.
So like, how could people freak out? Like, oh my God, he's putting a General Motors product in a Ford.
I'm trying to have the most JDM truck out there. JDM Ford truck. might put some of those Toyota Hilux mirrors on the front.
Stop that shit.
Yeah,
Stop
I'm not
that
gonna
shit.
do that. I am not going to do that.
You know what's funny is Greg from Desolate called me and he's giving me shit for me buying a new Tundra as my daily. And I'm like, you know what, Greg? Here's the deal. If you are so stuck in your ways that everything has to be Ford, that probably means you only fucking missionary. Like, that's the only way you bang it out, dude.
Wow.
That's it, right? If you were one of those people, like, it has to be Ford only this, like, Ford. Every manufacturer made shit products. And there's a lot of manufacturers that make great products. I mean, across the board, there's some General Motors products I'd love to have. There's some Chrysler products I like to have.
There are Chrysler products I like to have, but they're lower.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, right. I mean, are you thinking Chrysler products like actual Chrysler made them, or like a Cummins came in that Chrysler product?
No, I'm not like even that. I'm thinking more like some sort of satanic devil named car. You know what I'm talking about. Space in it.
Oh, you want a Hellcat? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, no, stop
the
that.
elephant engine is pretty insane.
Stop that shit. I was thinking a K car. You're going to want to say K car is what you're after. With the fake wood paneling, I'm going to say a Dodge Dynasty, something like that is what you're after?
No, I mean, classic Mopar stuff is pretty cool.
Like the old shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Chrysler stuff would probably only be the
PT Cruiser.
Oh yes. No. That is actually the turbocharged PT.
You know what's funny? We had a Mazda Miata come in the shop.
Yeah.
It was getting alignment, and Nick, one of our senior techs who just came on with us, said he's a big gambler guy, and he said there's a company that makes long travel suspension kits for the Mazda Miata. Like serious, runs like a 33, 35 combo, and actually will take it like a champ.
Yo, yeah, you see a lot of those at the Gambler.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Do they look good? Question mark.
I see the Gambler is a struggle for me. It's a lot of fun.
Is it kind of like Burning Man on automotive shit?
It's like Burning Man meets Mad Max. I've never been to Burning Man and don't have any desire to go.
No desire at all?
Not even
really?
A little bit.
I bet you the smell would be interesting.
Dude, it's too far out there for me.
It does look a little bit out there.
But the Gambler is fun, but the cars, I just have a heart. They're so cobbled together, typically, and I don't especially love like being just like super crusty and dirty, and like I like air conditioning and cabin air filters,
the amenities of life.
Yeah, I like those things, and I don't know. It's a killer time, and by the time you get enough drinks in you, in the evening, like you don't care. You're just having a good time.
Right.
But there are some wild cars, and you will hear more rev limiters. Like until 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, you have to expect that.
Well, but that brings me back to what we're talking about is like the Duramax that you're doing though. For people that like I've seen you made a post about it, and like there were some window lickers that came out of the woodwork, of course, which you had to expect.
Oh yeah.
But like, look what that engine produces for power. It's nice and quiet. It does all the things like a modern day diesel does.
Yeah.
It slams in this OBS chassis quite nice.
Dude, it's beautiful.
Almost easier than a Cummins conversion.
Yeah.
So if you have a 460 truck and you don't want to get down with a gas eating, you know, depending if you're towing or not the 460, we can talk about that. That's a whole nother ball of wax. But really, if you're tired of the 460 or a 351 model or any gasser in that case, there's a Duramax for you.
Or Powerstroke. Like if you're tired of your
Yeah.
7.3 quits.
Hey, I'm tired of doing all the 7.3 shit and making tons of heat and no power going up the hill pulling weight.
Yeah.
Then hey, try a Duramax.
It's gonna work really well. And I don't mind the hate on all sides. Like I kind of was hoping for it to a certain degree because I think all publicity is good in that sense.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really neat to see when it's finished and driving. I think people will actually really enjoy it, and it just opens things up even more. And the cool thing that I was talking with Grant about is like, you know, we've done Cummins conversion parts since nearly the beginning of our company. And I still really like the Cummins motor. Half the time I'm like, gosh, I should have just put a common rail in this thing and I'd already be done.
Compound it, makes zero heat, pulls anything you want,
Great.
wherever you want.
Totally. But on as far as product development goes, we get a lot of people that will call and ask like, well, can I get intercooler piping? Can I get air intake? Can I get downpipe? Can I get all these things? And I'm like, that is not a product that we will develop because there are multiple companies that make Cummins conversion motor mounts. There's so many different ways to skin the cat. You know, what exhaust manifold are you going to run? What turbo are you going to run?
Right.
You know, like all of these different things that and mounts being the biggest one, and mounting location, where it's like, I'm not going to take the time to develop these intercooler pipes that work for 60% of the people out there. The other 40% buy them, and they've got their cobbled together mounts, or they've got some other brand's mounts, whatever, and it's slightly different, and it's always blowing boots off. And like, to where with the Duramax, maybe there's a reason we're the only ones that are really doing it, but we can develop all of the intercooler piping, all the radiator piping, the downpipe, the like mounts, everything.
Because they never change that platform.
No, and nobody else is making mounts for them.
Right.
So we know that if you're going to run a Duramax Allison and you get our mounts and our cross member, like transmission cross member, then all of our piping will work. And the piping is going to be based on mounting an intercooler using your brackets.
Which really is one of the best ways to go, right?
Yeah, that's not tooting your own horn. Like that really is like the way to do an intercooler.
Well, from what we found, but what's cool about it is you're putting it all together and you'll sell it as a kit, and then you go, hey, by the way, we'll offer a wiring solution for you as well. Send your wiring harness, and we'll do this too.
I think the way I'm going to do it is I haven't decided how I'm going to lay it out on the website yet, but it may just be like one line item, you know, or like one product page that you can click on and have a bunch of drop downs. So if you just want the motor mounts and you want to figure out the rest of it yourself,
here you go.
You can buy the motor mounts. Oh, I want the mount for the ECM and TCM as well. Okay, add that. Oh, I do want the stainless intercooler piping. Oh, I do want radiator piping. You know, like transmission mount. Like you can just like
pick and choose what you're comfortable with.
What you're comfortable with.
Some guys might want to do their own stuff. Some guys may,
yeah, and do it that way.
Okay, so here's one for you.
Okay.
What's a used Duramax going for on marketplace? Like an LB7 or LB? What's one of the? I'm not a Duramax expert, but I'm just curious. If let's
find out.
Yeah, let's see. Because Duramaxes usually get up to like the 250 to 300K mark easily.
Oh yeah, my dad sold his LB7 with 300K that had been tuned since it had 100,000 on it.
Which one
and
went through
ran
injectors.
LB7s.
That was the one. Okay, so that
Once you put the correct injectors in them and you get a proper filtration system on,
sure.
they're fine.
Okay, because eight injectors in those years.
Yeah, especially if you ran biodiesel. Oof.
That's-
So what should I search? Just Duramax
I'm just thinking-
engine.
Duramax, yeah. I mean, I'm just curious. What do you get out there for, like, God damn, the 12 valve for $3,000 came right up. How dare
Which
that?
is also kind of crazy because now 12 valves, you used to be able to pick up a 12 valve for $1,200.
Not anymore because people are putting them in everything from square bodies to
Everything.
Yeah. But-
Complete L5P engine. So this is 150,000 miles, oil pressure, good. It's got a lifter failure. Okay, not a big deal.
not an issue.
So when did L5Ps come out? Let me
Dude,
see.
was that
L5P Duramax range or year. So the L5P is actually an incredible engine. 2017 to 2023.
look at the
Factory
horsepower.
makes 445 horsepower, 910 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Look what a new Super Duty does, because those numbers aren't that far off from like a 2022, 23 Super Duty. Not considering the new HO they came out with. I think that's a little bit more spicy. But those numbers aren't that far off.
What did I search? Yeah. 475 horsepower, 1,050 foot-pounds of torque.
With a lot more shit going on.
So we're at, that's true. So 30 more horsepower and
maybe
100 foot-pounds of torque.
Which is not that big a deal.
Now, that's like minor. That's
Okay.
like changing an exhaust manifold to put
Right.
a little more flow.
Okay, I
So,
got one for you. But
Hold
let's-
on, just to
oh,
bring it back to this.
Okay,
So this is an L5P
got it.
for 3,000 with 150,000 miles. Here's a VE pump 12 valve Cummins motor for 3,000. Okay.
Because no one's
with
swapping in.
270,000 miles.
But no one's swapping in a Duramax and everything. Everyone's swapping in Cummins and everything right now.
True. And to be fair to the 12 valve Cummins crowd, which I've been a part of, don't hate
you
on
are
me.
one of those people.
Injectors are cheap.
Yeah.
Much cheaper.
Yeah.
Injection pump is cheaper. Rebuilding a 12 valve is cheaper.
They make great power.
They make great power.
It's a log truck engine.
They're dirty, but they make good power.
They are, but are they dirtier than a 12 or than a 7.3?
Not really.
I'd say they're on the same
They're on-
footprint. When
Yeah.
you put power to them,
Yeah.
they're on the same plane.
You can see, but the other difference though is a 450 horse 12 valve is hard to run clean,
Yes.
to where a 450 horse Duramax, you're laughing. You're not worried. Like,
Yeah,
it's not blowing smoke
It's
out.
not charcoal
like,
in your boat behind your truck.
Now you're just, that's a factory tune.
So, isn't that amazing? People don't talk about that though. And I'm glad we're having this discussion. We didn't plan on this, but
No,
I went
not
down
at
this
all.
rabbit hole that it's newer technology. It's a little bit cleaner. Not that we're earth hugger or tree huggers or anything, but it does. I mean, rolling coal. I'm sorry, dude. I'm
I
not
can't
a big.
get behind it.
I'm not a big rolling. I like making like cool noises and make your 7.3 or your 12 valve or whatever it is go down the road and have a good time with it. But when you're like burning this black soot, if I were to, like I said, pull my boat behind it, Centurion's gonna be covered in black smoke.
Yeah.
Or your moto trailer's gonna be all sooted up, or your wheel's gonna be, or the side of your bed's gonna be all sooted up. It's kind of lame.
Or you're going to piss off people.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I have
there's always
talked
that.
about this immensely. Like whenever you do that in public, you are pissing off another voter.
Yes.
And whenever something comes up to restrict motorsports even more or any sort of
It's true.
performance stuff, you just turn somebody that could be on the fence into like a, yeah, definitely. Like, let's make that illegal.
Right. Fuck that guy that just rolled coal all over the intersection. Now it's all over my.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like that's a good point. And so for that price right there, really look what you get for a powertrain that makes almost comparable for a new 674 Go-Go machine.
Totally. Well, and factory power on that was what? 425 horsepower.
Yes.
Factory power on this VE pump 12 valve is like 120, 140.
Till we modify that fuel plate.
Well, that's not even got a fuel plate. That's got a pin.
Oh, that's right.
It's a
Okay.
rotary pump, which I love the rotary pump 12 valves. Don't get me wrong.
What can you do when you modify that guy?
Oh, you put a different fuel pin in, you
Yeah.
bump the timing, you
What's
can
that
put a
get to?
timing plate in there. I mean, a spicy rotary pump, you're about 400-ish.
Which is, and that bottom end will take it all day long.
Oh, the bottom end will
That's
take 1,000.
That's what's awesome about that engine.
That is different than a Duramax.
I hate to say that about Cummins stuff, but I love the fact that a Cummins will take all the torque in the bottom end, and you don't have to girdle it.
No.
You don't have to fucking do anything with it.
You don't have to do rods. People will take 12-valve rods and put them in a common rail because supposedly they're stronger than common rail rods.
Really?
Yeah,
But I like common rail stuff. I do love a good common rail.
for sure. Like the Excursion's getting a common rail.
I think common rails are badass, dude. Quieter, make better, power. Yeah, all day long.
On the Allison topic, have you driven an Allison swapped 7.3?
I haven't.
I really want to know what that's like because
It'd be interesting because I wonder if that engine would produce better power or better management
they say that it does.
because of having the more gears.
Yeah, more gears, and that I was just watching a video because I'm getting ready to order my adapter from CA Conversions.
Okay.
Little plug for them. They do Allison transmission conversions in everything.
Okay.
So, and they make all the kits for it, and they had a video showing it with 7.3 and how apparently like in an E4OD, when you let off the gas, and you're coming in to a stop, it goes into neutral
Okay.
to where an Allison will downshift
And
and grab the gears as you're coming down. And so it gives you a lot better braking power, but it also just like having 5 or 6 gears over the 4, and the quality is just a lot better.
it's funny because now newer day trucks are doing more speeds or more gear sets in their transmissions,
Well, yeah.
which is awesome. That's how I feel like that's how they're making better power with those engines.
Well, and that's how I'm able to tow my boat
Right.
with Trin's Land Cruiser that's got a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder in it. Like it tows it better than my truck does, my 460 truck, but it has an 8-speed transmission. So it's always in its happy range.
Yeah.
Technology.
You have to love it at some point. Even though we love the derpy 12 valve,
Oh yeah, I
no
love a 12
technology,
valve
like
truck.
no technology.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's an interesting point.
I really would love to have like a single cab flatbed, whether it be a bump side or a dent side or an OBS with a 12 valve and a 5-speed,
All manual,
maybe
no-
on like 33s or something,
33s?
35s,
What?
just like super simple, like work, like farm truck, shop truck.
beat the shit out of it.
Don't care. Change the oil, maybe, when,
Question mark.
yeah, and just run it. Keep it mild, but have it where it can just do everything. Like, yeah, 12 valves are fantastic.
They are. Real quick, what is this $2,800? It's blue. The blue valve covers are catching my attention.
That's a 6-liter.
Oh, that is a 6. Wow, I was way off. Damn.
What is your opinion on 6-liters?
Kenny's got the best. Take on a 6-liter. A 6-liter is like dating a stripper.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna have some ups and downs, but the cost of it is way too much for what you get out of it.
Interesting.
That's what Kenny said about by owning a 6-liter. Now, Kenny's a 6-liter guy. I feel like that was his generation, right? Like he embraces the 6-liter. He loves that shit. He also had a truck with a 12 valve in it, and now he's got a 460 truck. He has this, he's a 7.3. He's an everything guy, right? But because we talk,
Kenny loves the project.
oh, he likes, yeah. So we always talk about the 6-liter shit, and you always joke about it. But 6-liters are like for the guys that still wear the white Oakleys or the white Spies.
Well,
right?
Kenny did do that.
He did do that. Yeah, maybe have their hat backwards. Maybe still love Banshees. I figure that's their 6-liter guy. Maybe has the like on the back or the front windshield has the skin sticker that they used to sell back in the in the moto days. But no, 6-liter guys. I don't know.
But what do you think of the motor itself?
I think when you get through all the bullshit, they're pretty impressive for what they are. I think
Yeah.
there's so much cloud around all the myth and mystical bullshit of like what they were good and bad about, and I love the word bulletproof. Like, this thing's a 6-liter is bulletproof, but I mean, it's what's funny though is a 6.4 was just total dog shit, right? No one liked the 6.4, But then I've had customers had 6.4s with like 220,000 that they deleted earlier.
Yeah.
And they made great power with great fuel efficiency.
Because the biggest issue with a 6-liter, well, for one, the oil cooler.
Yes, that was a big one.
But they went to 4 head bolts per cylinder instead of 6.
Right.
Are they aluminum head or are they a cast iron head?
Ooh, I think they were cast iron still, weren't they?
I think they are cast iron heads.
I don't know. It's been a while. I try not to look at the 6-liters very close. I don't know, dude. I mean, like everyone's got their cup of tea, and some people love the 6-liters, like Kenny.
I think when they're studded, deleted, and the oil cooler has been dealt with, and you don't, blend coolant and oil, they're pretty solid.
I think it's funny because like the noises that a 6-liter makes and the power that it can produce when it's done right is pretty impressive.
It is for a Huey.
They make some cool noises and make some serious go-go. If you're gonna pick though, like 7.3, 6.0, your 6.4, we're not gonna get to the 6.7. But if you had to pick out of those 3, which one's it gonna be for like, hey, I want something that pulls up the hill, does cool shit. Are you gonna go with 7.3 that you gotta put a ton of money into, girdle if you want to make really close numbers to that kind of shit, or modern day numbers?
So before we answer that, let's talk about the 6.4. What were the biggest issues with that? Injectors hanging open and melting pistons.
Of all my years, not that I'm an expert and I will never claim to be, the one I've seen most is like the follower on the rocker system it'd lose the needle bearings, it'd fall down in the bottom, the way of the crank would grab it and punch it through the side. I saw that like 2 or 3 times.
The cam follower?
Yeah, it was like, and it was, I've got a little whiskey in me, but I can't be exactly 100% sure, but we saw that back in the day, and I didn't see it all the time. What's funny is we don't see a lot of 6.4s. Think about it. How many 6.4s are out there that you see running around?
I mean, I
don't think they sold as many as they did 6.0 trucks, but I could be wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised. The 6.4 of the Illumi-Duty Super Duties is my favorite body style and interior.
Yes, I love the front grille of the 6.4 trucks.
Yes.
They look like a Tonka truck.
They do.
They did a great job with the front end. In fact, I saw one the other day rip it up to my kid's school, and I'm like, dude, that's still such a good looking front end of that truck.
Yeah, it's still like it's I think it's the most timeless of that.
Yeah, I think it's better than the non-aluminum duty Super Duty.
100%.
Way better.
Yeah.
But
and with it, I mean, you yard that 6.4 out.
Put a common rail
in there. 5R110s are good transmissions.
They are good transmissions.
They're
and everything
stout.
else around that truck was rad.
Everything else about that truck is good besides the motor.
Exactly. And a lot of people, which Diesel Power Source, or no, I'm thinking of a different one that does the compound turbos. Dude, they have a lot of stuff on their page about people common swapping common rail. So common railing a Super Duty is like way easier than an OBS.
Oh yeah,
because the engine bay is so much bigger to do that. The real estate is awesome. So really, Kenny and I are talking about this because his 6.0 is like worth nothing when it comes to like what its value is. They're like fucking like not much at all.
Like 6-liter trucks.
Yeah, like he was gonna talk about, because that's a company truck, and so he's like, hey, I'm talking about like getting rid of this truck and trade-in value and this and that, dude. They're not worth anything.
No.
So, but if you were to put a common rail in that thing, which is super easy to do because the real estate that's under the hood, it would up its value immensely to people that actually don't give a shit about a Cummins being in a Ford.
Yeah.
Which kind of like, I don't know. Speaking of that, not to change subjects, the truck, the F Super Duty I sent you with the Cummins in it.
Oh yes.
So people go south about like, oh my god, a Cummins is in a Ford. Well, they did it on their 700 series or their F.
We'll show that when we get to the marketplace.
But anyway, about your 6.4s, go ahead. Cracked pistons.
Major issues: cracked pistons from poor design and high boost pressure. Oil dilution caused by the DPF regeneration process. Yep. Oil cooler failures can lead to EGR cooler failure.
It's kind of all of them.
A leaking radiator due to vibration and poor bonding.
That's a new one.
Problems with the high pressure fuel pump and injectors. The piston design being the issue, like cracked pistons, is extremely common. Thin piston design.
Interesting. But when done right, would they have been the engine of engines if Ford had got their shit together?
Probably. Honestly, like they probably would have been pretty good. It's a lot of it's circumstantial, you know, but like I don't know. It's very common to find a 6.4 with low compression in at least one cylinder.
You know who'd be interesting to talk about this with?
Brad. Who?
Brian Castleman.
Oh, yeah.
Because being a dealer guy, he would have seen all this shit,
yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Could you imagine being him and having to deal with the early on stages of all the bullshit, and then like fast forward to like 8 years later after you knew everything, you're like, oh fuck, dude, I can't believe they fucked up on this, and this.
Yeah. I was in Ford school when right before the 6.7 came out, and I have like Ford Master Tech certs for the 6-liter and the 6.4.
Okay.
Don't ask me too many technical questions.
Sure, those days are gone,
haven't
right?
reviewed that literature in 15 years.
But wouldn't it suck being a guy like, hey, I saved a bunch of money, I'm putting money down, I'm gonna buy my first brand new truck, and you buy that fucking thing?
Yeah.
That would suck.
And it would really suck in that sense, you know?
Yep.
To answer your question of the 7.3, 6-liter, and 6.4,
Which one's it gonna be?
if we're not cracking open the bottom end.
Yeah, we're running stock, throwing a little bit of love at it with a tune, and
like heads can come off.
Okay, we'll play that game. Yes, heads can come off. Yes,
but pistons aren't changing.
No.
We're not like oil pan's not coming off.
No, you can update the injectors, turbo,
studs,
yes.
gaskets.
That's
6-liter. I'm getting a 6-liter.
You're getting a 6-liter.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys heard it here.
I mean,
white Oakleys and a Banshees.
Which one are you choosing?
Common rail.
Well, we had that would be a 6.4.
Shit, that's tough. It is tough. I don't particularly love the sound of a 6-liter when it's all spooled up and making noises. It sounds like a Chewbacca kind of like. I don't really love that. I love a 7.3 when it's like tuned up and like has its shit together. It's not rolling full.
Yeah.
They sound like very unique. No different than a Duramax when it's like just making cool noises.
I think a Duramax is closer to a 6-liter sound.
It doesn't have that.
Doesn't have the Huey injector sound.
No, something about 6-liters. Maybe it just brings you back to the days where I hated 4-wheeler people, and they just think of like going to the track or like pro intermediate practice out. And some fucking guys in 4-wheelers are going out on the track, and I'm like, you don't belong here. And they rolled up in a 6-liter. I don't know.
But if you want to make the most reliable power, reliably without touching the bottom end, 6.4, 6-liter, 7.3.
It's tough. I'm probably just gonna stick with a 7.3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't be able to have maybe as much go, but I won't be wearing white Oakleys.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about the people that drive them. We're just talking about the.
No, I think you have to wear the white Oakleys if you're driving one of those trucks.
Well,
you have to wear it should be like, hey, what sunglasses do you wear if you're a 7.3 guy, 6.0 guy, or 6.4 guy?
Ooh.
What are you wearing? Like, say 7.3 guy? Are we talking like aviators, or are we like or like classic Ray-Bans, or what?
I don't know. All of those have changed so much.
Now I'm not talking about the yee kids on 24s with skinnies
and the like poofy hair that's like. Shing.
What is with you kids and like wearing your hat up high? I don't understand this shit.
I don't understand the
fuck
hat
is wrong with this
tilted
world?
up on the back of your head. You know? Like,
yeah, I literally was dropping off Keegan at school, and this truck goes by, and it had like 26-inch rims, 16 wides on rubber bands, flatbed, single cab. And I'm just like, it had barely a lift, and they had it all stuffed all together. And the kid was wearing his hair all poofy. The hat was up high. And like, I was talking to Eric on the phone as I was seeing this, and I'm like, I just worry about this generation that's coming up. I don't understand it. Like, the hat up high shit is where I mean, I can deal with the rim, the wheels and tires. I can understand that. Like, there's generations. I'm sure my old man hated welds and 16.5s, like, you know, back in the day.
16.5s were too big.
Yeah, right.
Those
like,
gaudy wheels.
Damn those 16.5s. The 16s are nothing. So it's like, but like the hair thing, and the hat up, I don't get it. You think a swift breeze would blow that hat off there?
Oh yeah.
How many hats are lost because of poor hat choices?
I don't know. It is interesting. It's hard to like figure out.
it was first in the yee stuff, but it's kind of like coming this way.
Yeah,
You're seeing
it's
it.
going all the way around. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, listen, if you have a perm next time I see you and your hat up high, we're gonna have a talk.
I'm not getting a perm.
Thank God.
If I do, it would just be as a joke,
oh, okay, all right.
like for some sort of event. Like,
Could that be a Halloween costume coming up for Halloween? It goes a yee kid.
yeah, it could.
That could be.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I could pull that off.
Fake hood stack on the gold truck.
Fire up my 460.
All right, so moving past this, we kind of squirreled hardcore. I don't even know how we got to this.
Well, you
topic.
asked which of the 3 engines.
I did ask that. Yes, you're right. But like getting to the 6.4 stuff. But regardless of that, do you want to hit the marketplace?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. We have no topics today to bullshit about. This was it. So, I sent you something on marketplace, by the way. A couple things.
Yeah, you did. Why are they not populating? There's a lot of Brian Deegan's or Hayden Deegan's stuff here.
It's low hanging fruit right now. It really is.
Did you text it to me?
Ooh, I probably did. Fuck. Do you want me to just like message you?
No, I think I can find it. Oh, here
That's-
we go.
That right there.
Yeah, I saw this. I sent it to Kenny because I'm like, well, this could be better than what you've got.
Oh,
So
it's pretty good.
we're looking at a 1995 Ford F800 located in Bend, Oregon for $32,500. It has 128,000 miles. It's like the medium duty truck, OBS cab.
So many weird things about a F800, F700 era trucks.
Yeah.
They use like a hodgepodge. It was whatever Ford had left, it looks like. It's using a brick nose steering column. Using sometimes, depending on the year, they're using bull nose interior.
Mm-hmm.
You got like this era of arrow nose exterior.
Yeah.
I feel like they just had like, hey Bob, what do we have left in the storage room? Fuck, dude, I got this. Send it, put it together, see what we got. And this is what they came up with.
Yeah. Well, Ford is ran by penny pinchers and number crunchers. They're not ran by enthusiasts that are into building like the most high end, like
What?
badass thing ever.
Stop it. That new
So-
Mustang supercar thing is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, but like when it comes to building a truck, if they've got a lot of extra axles
Left
or
over?
interiors left over, like you don't just like, nope, we're going with the newest, latest, and greatest. Like, well, yeah, let's sell that shit first.
They're
and
just being efficient, all right?
I don't blame them.
So Kenny did mention though they think either something's wrong here on this listing because it says it has a Cummins in it, but he said that 8.2 is a Detroit 8.2.
Well, it's probably
he's
an
questionable.
8.3.
Yeah, they said he
It's-
might be off on a number there.
Yeah, and well, he spelled it Cummings.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Cummings to a theater near you, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So apparently it's got an 8. I think it's got an 8.3 Cummins
which would be cool.
with a 6-speed Allison. And then it says this truck was custom set up to haul a side-by-side vertical against the rear bulkheads while pulling a 40-foot fifth wheel. Features include Toyo M177 tires with 90% tread, Alpine stereo with backup camera to the fifth wheel, air ride captain's seat, that is sweet, 100 horsepower fuel plate, edge tuner, that one's funny. It's like, this is an all-mechanical engine. So I don't know what your edge tuner is doing, but
Maybe it's just for data.
it's got AC, heated mirrors, loading lights, 40-gallon auxiliary non-ethanol fuel tank with transfer pump, probably
Damn.
for filling up your side-by-side.
Okay,
200-gallon, 100-gallon side diesel tanks, large undercarriage toolboxes, K&N air filter, sweet.
I love a good Canon air filter.
30,000 fifth wheel hitch, air brakes, fog lights, block heater. This truck is in excellent condition inside and out. No dents, rips, or rust. Cash only. No trades, scams, or tire kickers. 32.5.
So
it's
how many
black.
miles were on it?
130 and 28.
So I'm gonna say because it says it has a fuel plate, it is definitely a Cummins at this
Yeah.
point. So that's not much mileage for that industrial engine
No.
if it's taken care of, right?
The 8.3s are not really good engines.
Really?
According to some people. I've
Okay.
never owned one, and I've
But can we talk how cool this thing looks?
dude, it looks so cool.
The only thing it needs is to have a live front axle. If it was 4-wheel drive,
Oh yeah.
If it was 4-wheel drive, it'd be a whole nother discussion.
I mean, you could make it 4-wheel drive.
Anything's possible with time and money.
Yeah.
I don't know about the stand-up side-by-side thing. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I would shit can that immediately.
100%, and I'd just like leave a deck in the back. I like how it's kind of like a bobbed back end.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So,
Dude, this thing is sharp. You guys need to check this out. If I had the funds to, to get
It's-
something fun.
the way it sits is just awesome.
Yeah,
like
the
to see it in person.
flatbeds, the lighting on the back of the flatbed's a little funky.
That's a lot of funky.
I don't really like that. but
Yeah,
that's changeable.
Yep, everything's changeable. Not a big deal.
It's so clean though.
I kind of like these Euro F 700s, 800s. I like the nose of them. Check it out, dude. That thing is what year is it? In '95, we're rocking a bullnose dash.
Yeah.
The vinyl looks legit in the floor.
Yeah.
The
It
vinyl looks
does.
good.
But yeah, it's a bullnose dash, which is 10 years prior.
Okay, so does it run a doghouse cover? It does. That's a doghouse cover inside.
Uh-huh.
How rad is that you can work on this thing with a nose and
Maybe that's why they're running a bullnose dash, is because you
Yeah.
need to be able to have a doghouse cover.
Because if that really is, I mean, like that's a big engine.
Yeah.
That's a medium duty engine, and that I guarantee
It
that
has
firewall.
that firewall and that
is
cab
OBS.
is different.
Yes.
It's not, well, it's not that's a
spec-
modified firewall.
Yeah, but the spec of the cab is still running OBS doors.
Yes.
So the length of it and the nose, I bet they're trying to like make it all work. They're like, hey Bob, they won't work with an OBS cab. Make it have a doghouse cover. What? Now, if you don't know what a doghouse cover is, that's what we call it. A doghouse cover is on all of our vans, like Econolines, our General Motors, our Chryslers, our Aerostars, Astrovans, all had what we call doghouse covers on the inside of the vehicle. That's how we gained access to the engine on the backside. They sucked ass. But on a pickup truck style vehicle, it's pretty cool because on vans, because the nose is so short, you don't have much working room to work on them. But on a truck like this, you have all the room in the front. Now, would this be a tilt hood?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's pretty,
Forward tilt.
Yep, forward tilt, and then you have a doghouse that gives you all the room to do all the wonderful things to fix this thing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I didn't know that the F Super. Well, that's not F Super Duty. It's
F800.
F800. I didn't know they had that.
I didn't either.
That is for sure a doghouse cover. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Or if it's noisy inside. I bet it
Oh,
is.
for sure.
Doghouse cover vehicles are never quiet unless it was your chassis custom van with all the carpet over it and shit.
This is a commercial use vehicle that's like, yeah, don't really care how like comfortable it is
Okay.
inside.
Check out the center console. It's running a Bronco center console
Yeah, I see that.
or an F-150, F-250 center console with what I assume the seats look like, probably a universal seat from some company. They're not like Ford seats, it looks like to me.
Unless they came out of a van. They
Oh,
could
it
be
could
van
be.
seats.
Could be van
Because the
seats.
vans were a giant hodgepodge
They were-
of
yeah.
things as well.
So doors, 95, but it still has crank windows from a bullnose interior.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's a shitty plastic from, well, with the okay. Here's
There's
a
no way they've saved those dashes from 85. I bet they just used those molds.
So the plastic would be better.
Could be a 95 plastic. Oh, and look at the rear door panels, though, don't match the front because
Oh,
they're
shit.
OBS like 95 manual rear doors.
This is plot twist. So yeah, like John's saying, the rear doors are actually true, which would be 94, pre-94 when they didn't do power windows. So you have a
or 95 to 97
with crank.
XL
Yeah.
trim.
Which you don't see, you know what's funny? You don't see a lot of 95 and up XL trucks, crew cabs.
I
Have you seen some?
installed all of our suspension on one for a guy.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
a really clean truck, but yeah, it's like, holy
XL,
crap,
huh?
this thing's like legit bare bones XL.
You don't see it very often.
No.
But what's cool? The vinyl floor,
Vinyl floor is cool.
and it looks in great shape.
Is that an OBS back seat?
I don't know. That's hard to say. As that bar from
That-
underneath looks unfamiliar to me.
Same. The headliner is also like,
Custom looking.
it's much more like trucker looking, which doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't have the same headliner.
I don't. Maybe it's someone. I don't know. It's way cool,
It is super cool.
and it has one stack or two stacks.
I think just one.
which I don't hate.
I don't hate it. It's got dual air horns on the roof.
I feel like it definitely needs to be 4-wheel drive though. On
Yeah.
some military style tires, right?
Yeah. And personally, I think if this was mine, I'd probably get rid of that 8.1 or 8.3 Cummins and put a DT 466 in it.
Okay.
Something that can actually make power reliably.
I wonder what the power is on this truck.
And
And it's gonna have a massive like it's gonna be super geared, right?
Well, it's got a 6-speed Allison.
Would you rather have a manual in that?
I would. So 225 to 275.
How much torque?
Let's just do power. Should give both for that.
Crickets here.
Mm-hmm.
Buttons say
Okay.
it's
well,
whatever your skinny pedal in the
torque.
do. Let's see here. Oh,
800 to 950 foot-pounds.
okay.
Yeah, you're running a lot of displacement.
Yeah,
With minimal horsepower.
but you're gonna get over the hill.
Oh yeah, it'll move.
Yeah.
I've just heard that if you turn these things up much at all,
Bye.
yeah, you're asking for problems.
Mm.
To where a DT 466 you can crank.
Can you relate them?
Oh yeah.
What's those things make for power when you like give them some love? Can you get up to
you
like?
can get. Let's see. DT 466. Not horsepower upgrades.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, they can get. Yeah, you put a
1 million
Yes.
horsepower. Anything you want, like you.
464. I mean, they're pretty tough engines.
Huh. Well, I mean, this thing for hauling your side by or your toy hauler and your side by side and all the fun stuff over the hill. This would be kind of cool still with the powertrain it has.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you did a divorce transfer case and all that heavy or that medium duty shit. It'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went for 23,000.
32.
Oh, 32. Ooh. Okay. Well, I mean, what do you get for 32,000? That like would haul heavy stuff, all your toys over the hill.
6 liter. A $32,000 6 liter would be. Oof.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on here. We're getting kind of like stagnant here, so we'll figure something else out.
I've got a fun one to show
All right.
you.
Let's see it.
That I saw this and was like, this would be fun for you and I to drive out and pick up.
Yeah, I heard. Someone sent me this.
Yeah, Ben Palmer sent me this.
He also sent it to me as well. It is a 86 F350 driven 1,000 miles. It's a ramp truck.
100,000.
Oh, 100,000. Sorry. Whoa, I was way off there. 100,000 miles. Thank you. Ramp truck IDI. I mean, probably barely got out of its own way. 6 new tires. Thank God for that. Runs and drives. Good. Just a cool old ramp truck. Asking $9,500 for it.
Located in Calhoun,
Calhoun.
Georgia.
That'd be a drive.
Yeah, let's see if we can go to the actual marketplace listing.
Yeah, this thing is definitely looks straight. It doesn't. Although, does this place? How much rust is in this, or is this a rusty area?
I don't think Georgia is rusty
Hard to say.
because they don't get snow,
No, I wouldn't think so.
and they're
And-
far enough away from the ocean.
Yeah, they're not near the coast.
Yeah. I don't think you have to worry about rust here.
Well, it's definitely cool looking, and I love the look of a bullnose. Bullnose trucks look rad.
I do too, and it's got. I mean, I don't even know how long. It's a crew cab, and the ramp deck looks to be 16 to 18 feet.
So you could probably do a full size. Well, you might be able to do a crew short on that.
Yeah, probably it'd be tight.
And
What's the? Is that a tow bar on the back?
Ooh, go through the next pictures. It's got a unique look. What is it? We're talking here all white with red side colorings and stripes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not beat to shit, and it's got like this aftermarket cattle guard on the front that looks like it would maybe stop a Sparrow.
Yeah, but it's got like it fits the vibe.
It does. Cab lights, of course.
And the duck bill wing on the back of the cab.
I didn't even see that. What do they
Yeah.
call those? I can't remember that. Is that a mullet? No, that's not a mullet. I can't remember all the terminology for that. There's no shots of the rear of the deck. Like,
No.
interior doesn't look terrible yet.
No, interior still looks pretty dang good.
Yeah. Can you imagine the stories behind this truck? Did it haul a race car, or was it actually used for
Probably.
Yeah, I fear it doesn't look like it was like used for hauling, like going and pick up vehicles that are broke down as like a tow company.
No, this looks,
Race carish,
yeah.
roundy
Yeah.
round race carish hauler.
I'll bet you this guy had a dirt track car.
Yes,
Yeah,
probably had some track sluts near him too. He was always
probably.
in the back seat.
Well, and what is this? Is this a custom, what do you call that? The overhead console that's like,
I don't know. It's where you put
Between-
is that where you put your 8-tracks back in the day? Like you stuff your
Probably.
8-tracks up there and like, I mean, but look at the door panels, all look legit.
yeah, it's red interior. The seats are red with a tan, center section.
The owner of this, his name would be Jimbo or
Yeah, that's good. That's
something like that.
Yeah.
I-
Terry.
Terry be one. I feel like those are those old school welds
I don't know.
and missing a lug down the front. Not a
Yeah.
big deal. I mean, it's minor.
Might be missing a stud.
Kind of does look that way.
Dude, this thing with a common rail and some 22s and maybe just a touch lower.
Yeah, I feel like going just flying out sight unseen without just giving him $9,500 in cash and driving this home would be an adventure and a half.
It would be so much fun.
But then here's the catch. You drive us home, and on the way home, you have to the joke is you have to buy something to put on the bed of it. And hopefully you make it home with both vehicles.
So one of us buys the truck.
One of us buys the truck, the other person has to buy the vehicle that goes on the back of it
Okay.
for the same amount of value, give or take.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you have to make sure both vehicles get back to Oregon in one piece. Oh, and the best part, you get your tools are, you ready for this?
Crescent wrench.
Duct tape. And I was going to say a Phillips and a straight screwdriver, and that's it.
I feel like when you put that much of a restriction on the tools, it could be a little questionable.
It could be, but look at
Like-
this thing. It looks like it's ready to race. I mean, you're good to go.
I feel like if we did that and brought somebody to film,
Okay.
it could make for a really fun YouTube series.
Or expensive one. One of those two. Yeah.
If there was enough views though, or it would pay for it, we could do a couple podcasts on the way, and we could.
That's a long rip, bud. That's a long rip. Can we do something closer?
I've done that rip before,
That's a long rip. That's a drive and a half.
but it was in a motorhome.
Well, a motorhome might be a little different than that. I'd almost rather do this than a motorhome.
I think this would be a blast.
An IDI, can we just do a 460 instead?
Oh, 6.9 IDI is pretty bomb proof. The thing I'd be worried about is that C6 auto behind it.
No, C6 those things were rad. They never had problems.
Really?
I remember C6s being good, but maybe it's the fogginess in my brain. I always thought C6s were the golden child.
I guess the C4s.
C4 sucked ass.
Okay.
Those were bad. But C6s, the only thing they didn't do is anything over fucking 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour.
Yeah, we would be.
You're just topping out at that 65 miles an hour. Is what I remember with the C6.
We would just be cruising.
We would, and everyone passing us. It'd be a ways
Could
of a
you
trip.
hang for that trip?
If we could listen to podcasts of something, yeah, I think so. I think I could. I mean, I'm old and I might get kind of crotchety, but I'm sure I could hang that far. We couldn't do it during snowboard season and boating season or dirt bike season. So we have to pick a perfect season to put it in.
Well, but it's for sale right now. So,
Right now is a good time because we're out of boating season.
and we can't drive that thing back in the snow.
Oh, hell no. So you could probably do it right now. Right now would be a good time. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst.
Wouldn't be the worst. It would be fun.
But they want $9,500 is a little bit of cheddar.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah, for something that we're gonna drive all the way and fingers crossed that it makes it.
Say, I'd call him up and be like, "Could you do 6?"
That's a low ball number, but I mean $6,000 I'd chew on. And then we give it away at the truck show. We'd give it away at the truck show.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Are you in?
I think I'd be in on that.
That would be an insane truck show giveaway truck.
I think so. I mean, it's cool looking. It's unique, and
We
you
could
can
have
haul,
it
you can haul your
polished
OBS.
out.
Yeah, if you were to put a different wheel and tire on that thing, it'd look pretty cool.
Even those wheels polished.
I want to ask. I want to say those are welds, but I could be wrong. It doesn't show the rear. I have a hard time. Like, I remember the weld dually wheels back in the day had the really small holes, and that looks like them. Check out the bumper though. I've been looking at this bumper and the chrome. It looks in great shape.
The whole thing honestly looks good. You can tell where it sat parked for a while.
A little fade out there on the passenger side.
Yeah, because the driver's side, well, I guess both
Yeah.
sides are a little bit, but this would be a really killer giveaway truck.
Or people wouldn't want it.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I mean, some people might not like that.
Really?
All right, move on. We'll discuss this.
Okay, because I'll make that trip for sure.
All right, well, let's look at this. Let's hit another marketplace moment here real quick.
Okay.
Because you have all the time in the world to make that trip, by the way. You are like the most busy human I've ever met in my entire life. You still have a house remodel you're going through.
Yeah,
The Duramax truck's going on.
houses,
Oh, what was that? I couldn't hear you. What house is what?
it can get done. The nice thing is,
That's bullshit. You missed a couple boating sessions because you had to do the house stuff.
I know.
That's a bad deal.
Yeah, but that's
How
like,
many snowboard sessions are you gonna miss?
I'm getting close.
Okay.
As soon as I can get well, the problem is once we get drywall in, then it's like, okay, now it's time to go.
See? So you
But-
say like I have all the time in the world, but
No, I could make time for that.
okay, you make time for okay. Real quick here. I thought this truck was cool because first thing, it looks like a pretty clean F-150 extended cab short bed truck, which I love that.
I do too.
I love those trucks.
Yeah.
And for pennies on the dollar for what like everyone wants a crew cab Oxford white, which you know me, I'm a sucker for that, but crew cab long 7.3. These trucks really like people should be scarfing up these half-ton trucks.
Yeah.
Because love them or hate them, you could put a spicy 351 in this thing, throw some 37s with a desolate long travel kit or a straight axle kit on it. They look pretty cool. In fact,
They
there's
do.
one up for sale on Marketplace that someone took a F-150 single cab long bed, did 1 ton running gear on it, and swapped it, I think. And they're listing it as a F-350, was a F-150. Chassis is still F-150, but the thing looks legit.
Are the frames,
Yes, there are differences.
are they thinner?
I don't know like material thickness, but there are variances in the frame.
Yes, there are variances, but like, are the frames that much lighter?
Fuck, that's a good question. I don't know. You'd have to compare them side to side.
I've heard Gary say that they are, but I don't think that they're thinner.
The only thing that sucks about an F-150 is if you try to straight axle and do like cheaply leaf springs, you're putting your front leaf spring hanger on an accordion.
In a crumple zone.
That's one thing Ford kind of messed up on is they made that whole front end, the whole bumper area, a accordion style crumple zone.
That was probably to meet regulations for a
sure.
half-ton truck
Right.
for safety.
Right. I'm sure you're right, but that's the only thing that sucks. That's why I'm not a fan of putting leaf springs underneath a F-150
Yeah.
on the front.
I'm not a fan of putting leaf springs on the front.
You are not of that. That's true. You're 100%. But I do think these trucks for like maybe people are trying to get in the OBS game and they don't want to buy a 7.3 1-ton truck that are like a little bit spendy.
Yeah.
I mean, $8,000 what this guy's listing. And I only brought this up because here's a prime example. People like bitch and moan about how much these trucks cost, right? Everyone wants an OBS for it, or maybe it's just us window lickers. I don't know. But for a great truck that is a good starter platform, you can do a lot with it.
Oh, yeah.
You can even use this factory Alcoas that has the good Alcoas that are on it
With caps.
with caps. Throw some 35s on the thing, which I think that thing does have 35s when I was looking at the specs on it.
Well, can I read it real quick?
Sure, go ahead. And it already is a 351 as well.
So this is located in Hillsboro, Oregon, 95 F-150. 191,000 miles, automatic transmission, and the description says, due to limited space and my willingness to pay these gas prices, I think he means unwillingness.
Yeah, gas prices in Oregon right now, depending on when you hear this, are getting pretty
Oh.
spicy.
Yeah, almost $5.
Yeah, it's getting stupid.
I'm selling my beautiful truck, 1995 Ford F-150, 4x4 with a 351 Windsor 5.8 liter engine, automatic transmission. The truck drives and everything works from AC to power windows, cruise control, etc. I've been daily driving it to work for the last 6 months, past DEQ, which is Department of Environmental Quality here in some counties in Oregon.
Not this county.
Recently, and tags are good until 7 of 27. It has a rebuilt title.
Only bad.
Shoot. Brand new interior with a layer of sound deadening, new battery and terminals, new spark plugs and wires, comes with a toolbox, floodlights in the front grille, all-terrain 35-inch tires, 4x4, oil change regularly, plus recently changed rear differential fluid as well. Price is negotiable, in person only. And so it looks like, is this green or I think it's green with a white stripe.
I'd say so.
Front bumper needs to be realigned.
Yeah, I'm worried about why has it got a branded title, but when you look at the core support and the pictures, it doesn't look mangled, so it's kind of curious to me. Could be something, could have been stolen.
Could have
been a little fender bender, but it's not bad.
Dude, this thing is sharp.
For $8,000 and the price is negotiable, maybe you can get them down to $7,000.
I was wrong. It's the dark, like navy blue with the white stripe. And notice the white trim.
The white trim is like, you don't see that on any other except the F-150s in certain years.
Only F-150s?
I'm pretty sure. I've never seen it on a crew cab, but I could be wrong. I'm no expert.
I don't know.
It's a good looking truck. Get
Dude.
it leveled out. And the bed's not all beat to shit.
Yeah, the bed's not bad. It's got a black Husky box. It's got a spray-in bed liner.
And it's a good year because it's got the better interior in it. It's got the third brake light, better door panels. Wait a minute. Go back. It says 95, but that looks like something's afoot here because that looks like the 93, 94 color interior.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Interesting. There might be some, but then it has a third brake light. Unless it's just the pictures show as it looks weird. It looks like it's a dark gray rather than the opal gray.
The screws holding the trim on are not factory.
Yeah, it doesn't look, it's weird. It'd be good to see this truck in person.
It really would, yeah. But
And-
look, they're all like stainless Allen or
Yeah, that's weird.
socket cap.
Maybe the kid just was bored and go, hey, I got a handful of like Allen screws I'm going to throw in this thing. But the seats, look at the bolsters in the seats. They're not all messed up and ripped out.
Now,
It'd be cool to see this truck in person. And look, what I always look for when this has a branded title, can you tell if the core support got smashed? Because usually vehicles get hit in the front, usually brands a title, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't look
that's
that
a
bad.
factory core support. It
Yep.
does have a leaking radiator,
Got something going on there. The hood shows some indication of something.
which that's not uncommon, you know.
I
So-
just thought this was cool because people are always, we hear people go like, what these trucks are going for. And you're like, well, I mean, and I look at the rockers, it's not full of dirt. It's not been off-roaded. It doesn't look like it's
No.
rusty.
I want to know what the title brand came from. It does have a lift on it.
It does like a Rancho or something, but it's not using, what's cool about it though, it's not using the derpy drop down to the factory radius arm brackets. It looks
Yeah, they're just full-blown
Right.
aftermarket radius arm brackets.
right.
Yeah, I see that.
Which the cool guys back in the day, do you remember? They would like your high end lifts, like your Pro Comp 6-inch lift for your half ton Fords, were brand new radius arms that they arched to meet the factory mounts.
Yeah.
So that was always cool, but that was definitely not. But it looks cool. It sits. I mean, it's got a little bit of a stink bug look, but get the bumper corrected the rear out so it sits level.
Yeah.
Pretty cool truck.
No, it's a good
For
truck.
$8,000 that maybe you could get for $65,000 to $7,000 if you know a wheel and deal.
Negotiable. I mean, I love it when people say the price is negotiable. I'm like, all
Right.
right, well, I'm going to haggle then.
Sure, in person though,
In person.
which is cool. All right, let's do one more and we'll wrap this up. This was kind of a quickie we did today. We actually weren't planning to do a podcast today, so we didn't have anything scheduled. So bear with us if this came off the rails multiple times. What else do you got? Oh, your algorithm is all over the place.
Oh, my algorithms.
It is fuckery. You got boats.
So good.
You got a chopper bike. You got a dual sport bike.
Yeah.
I mean, you got everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it changes.
I love this one. The $220,000 one.
Yes.
That is so.
Should we click on this?
I would click on it.
Okay, so this is located in Bend, Oregon, and it's a 1974 Ford F-250 crew cab
With a rendering.
with a rendering of a SEMA truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We love our renderings, and we love our SEMA trucks even more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rendering. It's a SEMA truck. It's, all of your links have all the meat cut out of them so that they're super weak. And the tires are really large in diameter, really thin in sidewalls. It looks
curves.
like it can do some cool stuff, but if you tried, it would probably break.
I picture if you were to do I'm gonna hook up to a gooseneck and tow something, the rear links on the 4 or the 5-link, 4-link, whatever it is, link, would just twist and break, twist and contort and do some weird shit because it looks like a rector set back there with no.
Yeah, I struggle with that so much.
I know it's like these bro trucks. They like to take all the structural integrity out of them.
It looks fragile.
Yes.
So
it's like a waffling. I'm gonna call it waffling construction.
Yeah. That's kind of right. So this is listed for $220,000, and let me read the description for you guys because I'm sure somebody on here is going to be interested in this.
Yeah, because it's a build for SEMA,
dude, and it's a freaking steal, 220 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. I am offering this truck for sale with a SEMA contract for 2026. It has a fully rebuilt 800 horsepower 12V Cummins and an NV 5600 Trans. I am doing platinum seats out of a 2020 Ford. If someone wants the truck with the contract, I'll sell it now and finish it for you. If it doesn't sell, truck will be finished by summer 2026 and be for sale after SEMA.
What? I don't understand this.
So
I'm gonna
you're
pay
listing something for $220,000, and the two things that you have to say about it are that it's got an 800 horsepower 12-valve Cummins with a 5600 Trans.
Yep.
And platinum seats out of a 2020 Ford.
Super cool, bud.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all.
That's enough for me. Sign me up for this contract.
That's more than I paid for my first house.
I love it.
And at least it comes with a freaking 12-valve.
I don't even have any words.
The pinnacle of technology.
This is such a joke to me.
Oh, wait, we have another picture.
Yeah, of it barely being put together.
Yeah. Ride height of the Dent Crew is nasty.
That's enough to seal the deal. Where do I give what check? Who do I make the check out to?
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Yep. Enough for me to say, where do I swipe my credit card? How many other pictures you got?
That's it.
That's it.
There's one picture that it appears to be from Snapchat.
Is this person high? Is Gavin
yeah, Gavin.
Has he done this before? Has he sold multiple of these builds before?
I don't know.
Is he an older guy? Younger guy? I'm just curious. It's young kid.
I feel like we're kind of doxing him right now.
I don't know what doxing is, but I'm just curious. Is this the other truck he did in the past?
Maybe.
Is this a Central Oregon trucking thing that you guys are into these days over here?
I haven't seen these. No.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of questions if you're going to pay $220 grand for this.
Yeah. Oh, I found some more footage of it.
So it's what, a quarter of the way through the process?
Yeah.
And it's got all the links that are cut out, and I always wonder what happens when you get dirt inside those little holes and stuff.
You don't drive this.
And how do you get powder in there to seal it up?
Oh, I don't know.
This explains it all.
Yeah.
This explains it all.
I mean, it's
Keep explain the killer bumper, by the way.
yeah. I'm just not a SEMA truck guy. Not saying I wouldn't, like take a truck to SEMA, but like that, what
I feel like it
everybody
soured
thinks.
the whole experience. The
Yeah,
whole
the vibe of of this style of SEMA truck kind of kills me.
is it like the ricers started getting into trucks?
I don't know.
It's weird where this come from.
It is. And I mean, there's a shop in town that like that's what they want to get into, and
Are they pumping them out left and right, making tons of money? And
I don't know. They've got two F450 Platinums that are on any level lifts with 28-inch wheels and 40-inch tires.
that's pretty good in the snow around here, right? Like that's a great choice for going up the mountain snowboarding.
But you never see him like getting put to work. Like he just
Right.
you see it getting driven to the shop and back.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just a
Daily.
daily. Maybe it's just a daily driver,
No,
a
it
commuter.
for sure is.
I would think that's what it is. Like,
And yeah, I mean, I guess if that's your style, that's what you're into. Great.
well, it's interesting. Someone's going to sell a contract. That's what I thought was interesting about that. The truck's not done. We're going to sell you a contract for $220,000, and then it will be done or it won't be done. There's big question marks there. Information is very sketchy. It's interesting. Like I find that fascinating. As somebody like, I'm just going to sell this. Like they started this project, they signed up with whoever that is on Instagram to do this,
Yeah.
and then like what, it fell apart. You don't have time for it. You knocked up your old lady. Now you got to commit to that. What happened? And you know behind the scenes why you're selling this
Yeah.
as a
Well, and do you know how that whole system works? Because it looks like his contract is with
yes, I saw
with
that. Yes, that guy.
CJ Scoop
Yes.
SMG.
hmm
Like how does all of this work?
So I
Do you know?
I can't say a lot about this human. I don't want to go there.
No, but just like how
So from what I
how the
understand,
SEMA truck stuff works.
so from what I understand, you sign a contract that you're gonna get parts and pieces for a discount, not free. Have to show up to a location of the choosing. It could be this, it could be LST. And if you don't, then you have to pay for everything full price, is what I understand it. But I don't dive in that realm very often. I know a little bit of a touch of this human, and it was enough for me to go, F this. I'm out. I don't want any part of this kind of thing. So that's my 2 cents of it from what I've been told from people that have dealt with this kind of thing. So it's always, that's why the rush to get it to these shows, the SEMA Crunch thing, I've been told is why people have to do it. Not
Like,
everyone.
If they signed a contract where they get all this stuff like super cheap.
It's not even super cheap. I think the best was 20 or 30%.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never heard the margins being anything more than that, but maybe there are some that are. The ones I was told about, the gentleman had to. Okay, here's what I was told. We have a friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, was told that hey, you have to do this, this, and this if you want this discount, but you have to show up with the truck finished on this date.
Gotcha.
And if you don't, then the vendors that gave you all this stuff, you have to pay full pop. Well, most people can barely afford probably the discounted parts. So then they're like, oh shit, I got to make this happen. Hence the SEMA crunch.
So when SEMA is done,
A lot of these trucks get sold for pennies on the dollar, I've been told.
oh, so they don't sell for high dollar.
Not that I was told from this gentleman. Now that was a person I talked to about it that you and I both know actually. And so he wasn't an expert by any means, but he did tell me, he goes, most of them don't get sold for, unless a marketing firm or a company that's looking for a
truck to use
show
as their
for whatever, yeah.
marketing.
But I don't know if I've
piece.
ever seen one. Come to think about it,
Yeah.
can't say I've ever seen one. Now I come to think about it.
No.
So
I don't know.
I've never been to LST, or I've never been to SEMA. I'm sorry, so I don't want to say that I know everything about that world. I have been to LST. I saw some really cool things at LST. I would tell people if you ever want to see a cool show, go to Rod Runs in Tennessee, the summer one or the fall one. Get them. I think there's usually 2 a year. I would tell people to go to that. LST is definitely worth going to, regardless of all the fuckery when it comes to shitty welds and half-assedness. There are some very cool stuff there.
I do want to check that
Oscar
out.
and I saw a Super Duty, like early 60 Super Duty that had the exhaust going in and out of the frame, and the welding and fabrication skills it took to do that was unreal. It was on like 54-inch Michelins. You could get underneath it and see it. It was amazing. But then we saw trucks that were just like on rubber bands, thrown together, pieces of shit, and tons of fucking C10s in the weeds, which is really cool.
Love that.
Yeah, LST, I would say, will open a lot of eyes to, like, we saw a lot of those 6-wheel drive trucks,
Yeah.
and they were just piles of shit. There was several of them that were just piles of shit, and there was one that was really well done. So you see it all, but I definitely think that there is so much smoke and mirrors behind this type of environment versus, like, I think that's what I love about your stuff and Greg's stuff is like, and Skylar's stuff is like, yeah, we put this together. Here's this functional. It'll tow. It'll hit whoops. We're not going for the bro stuff. It functions. You can run down run to the desert and then go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Which is really cool out of all your 3 companies when it comes to suspension stuff. Where this stuff here is just like, yep, it goes on a gooseneck trailer. We haul it there. It shows it off. If you want to do a burnout, you might blow the links apart. Not sure.
There is a truck sitting in that shop's parking lot that was a SEMA build that I think the links blew apart in. I saw it getting towed over the pass, and it was all broken, and yeah, like you could something suspension wise broke.
Yeah,
I always it was probably
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I always think like how many of these trucks, which is sad, right? I always tell Kenny, I feel like that when you were to put a truck together, a build, if you will, how many of those trucks end up on a cheesy car lot being sold for pennies on the dollar, and then everything rusts out or breaks or cracks out, and it just goes to the junkyard later in life.
Oh, yeah.
And then how many trucks stick around, are used maybe like once or twice, they're like sought after. Jonathan Ward's stuff out of Icon Motors is a prime example of that world of vehicles that are like, hey, it's in my garage. Timeless, correct. They're tasteful. They're not over the top, but they're not like stock enough that they're kind of boring.
Oh, his usually have big power plants in them.
Yeah, but they're done right. Like he's even doing Broncos with the uncut fenders, and you look at him, you're like, dude, that still looks good, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So I think there's such a big gap between the SEMA builds and your Jonathan Ward from Icon stuff.
Yeah.
That it is no different than like Greg bringing that dually with 05 suspension stuff, and it was towed all the way from Southern California, still looked good on 35s, wasn't on like bro wheels and shit, or no different than your crew cab shorty on a set of welds and on TTB suspension. So I think that's why we have a hard time with that world, right?
Totally.
And we're far from it. There's not a lot of that shit in our area.
No, it's not something I'm super into, and I don't see a lot, but there are, on the positive SEMA note, have you ever seen RJ Fab?
No, I don't think I have.
So this guy builds some of the gnarliest cars and trucks. Southern California guy, but he built this, lots of pre-runner stuff, trophy truck stuff, but he built this truck, this Willys truck that is a custom extended cab. It's essentially like an luxury Ultra 4 truck.
Luxury Ultra 4, like you want like probably the most expensive 2 things put together, right?
Yeah. All-wheel drive. Like, this thing is insane. It is like a complete, everything is drawn in CAD. Everything, like, it is flawless. And I think he won, like, Battle of the Builders or whatever, something like that, where it was like legit, not your bro truck, SEMA truck. Like, this is a mix of art and engineering that is just so cool to see. And like,
Do you see the lower control arms were not just fabricated, but look like they're actually machined and
yeah. I mean, like, just look at some of these parts that they make here. Like, this is no joke stuff that you can go and
I could imagine the time and money into that.
Aircraft hardware,
Right. That's insane.
And this guy nerds out on it. Like, when you go, he goes and gets, like, he does use like aircraft hardware and fasteners on different components.
Look at the TIG welds on.
Uh-huh.
So would that even touch dirt?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this is the Ultra 4 right here. If you guys aren't watching and you're just listening and you haven't seen this guy, like, look up Rob RJ Fab. He doesn't just do like pre-runner stuff either. He does like hot rods, you name it. Like, it is just insane.
It's really cool that it's obviously a Willys, but then he makes it, like you said, an Ultra 4. It's not just like one thing or the other. It's like a blend of hot roddy off-road together.
Yes. Yeah.
See, this is stuff that I'd like to see. It's like you want to go and see.
This is what I want to go to SEMA for sure. 870 horsepower. And if you go through and look, like this, he built this truck for a guy. This is a 77 F100 pre-runnered out.
It's cool that it's a short box too.
With a 427. Just jumping a roller in the street. The look. Like, this thing not only looks beautiful, but it takes, like, they're spinning 39s on pavement.
That is so impressive.
And not breaking things, like, that's not something you can do
right
with a
SEMA truck?
SEMA truck.
No.
I mean,
how do we go from that to SEMA trucks? Like, what got us there? Like, what happened? Was it the Tide Pods, eating Tide Pods, and all of a sudden we like fucking like Lynx and fucking 30s and rubber bands?
I do not know, but it
does everything from gassers to old muscle cars.
Yeah.
It's like old Japanese. I mean, like,
yeah,
very
it's
cool.
a Datsun 510, and if you can find somewhere on here, he shows his shop is on his property, and then he also shows his like personal garage on his property, and it's like full-blown man cave, the polished floors that,
oh geez,
like, it is, the guy, you can tell, is extremely fastidious and like neat and orderly and clean, and it's something I strive to be.
Keep going up. There's a I thought it said West Side Machine. Interesting. Well, I mean, that's a good one to end on, John, because that's a positive note versus the negative note that we just looked at before this.
This is his personal garage, and that's like his man cave in there. And these are his personal projects.
The truck looks... Is that a Ford Ranger with a clip of a...
Raptor? Yeah. Yeah.
A clip, and the back is a Raptor, too.
Big LS.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy does some cool things.
I think it's all black, too. All his vehicles are black.
I mean, dude.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool. Well, on that note, John, maybe one day we'll be that cool. Maybe. Or maybe we're not, and we'll just stay in our little derpy world working on trailer park Fords.
When's the next truck show?
Oh, next truck show, 15th and 16th of August at the Powerland Heritage Park.
2026.
That's right.
Folks.
And we're not sure if we're going to give away a truck. Maybe it's going to be a ramp truck.
Dude.
Maybe it's going to be a ramp truck. We don't know. I was thinking about giving away a brand new 450 of a Cowie or a Yamaha. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Like, what sounds like a fun giveaway?
Oh, we didn't check questions or things, but that's all right.
We haven't posted an episode.
Oh, those ones are all backed up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So we have a bunch of drops. Sorry, people. We're getting back in the rhythm of things. We took summer off because we like summer a lot, and summer's short around here, so bear with us. I don't know. I gave away a minty fresh truck at the truck show with 32,000 miles on it. What should we give away this year?
Dude, that ramp truck could double as the trailer that you're
standing on.
Yeah, and giving all the parts away.
I don't think it's big enough. We give
No.
away, how much money did we give away in parts this year at the truck show? I think somewhere Will said like 35 to 40 grand worth of truck parts we gave away in the raffle.
Plus the suspension.
Plus the suspension that you gave away. Yeah, so people, if you haven't been to our truck show, make it happen. It's in a cool venue. It's a museum of old tractors and semi trucks and dozers, and it's cool. So we hope to see you guys there in August of 15th and 16th. Powerland Heritage Park is down the road out of Salem,
Oregon.
That is. Yes, it is a rip.
And
anyway,
no, we are not. You're not doing one of those shows on the East Coast or anywhere else.
fuck no, we do it here in Oregon.
Do it here in Oregon.
Yeah.
Come check it out.
We had tons of people just fly in. The parking lot was full of rental cars. It's a cool venue. It's like I said. Anyway, wrapping this up, we didn't really have this one planned, so bear with us if we didn't have really a topics to talk about. Tech stuff. I was gonna talk about carpet kits and installing carpet easily.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Let's do that on the next one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a tool that really makes life handy for installing carpets.
Yeah. If you guys really like have topics or tech questions or things like that, send them in because we will do our level best to answer.
Level best.
Yeah. I've been getting crap for that lately.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that was. Has anybody else heard that statement?
Level best?
Yeah.
I never heard that one, but I'm gonna use it. Is that okay?
You can use it.
Thanks, bud. We aren't experts of anything except paying taxes and gravity, like I said before. So if we don't know something, we'll find out someone that does. We don't want to blow smoke up your ass. So we just have a good time. We may have experienced some issues with these trucks from here and there.
I've never experienced an issue with them. They're perfect.
They're fucking perfect. Everything
right.
from their shitty door hinges to. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Thanks everyone for listening. I'm one of your hosts, Devin with OBS Solutions.
And I'm John with Carrot Customs, and we will chat with you next
Wait,
time.
you're supposed to like and subscribe, right?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah, do
share
that.
this with all of your friends.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it in the top 10 list on all podcasts worldwide. So let's do this.
We got to compete with Joe Rogan, Sean Ryan. It's going to be tough, but we'll do our best.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to at least get to Theo Vaughn.
All right. All right. Thanks, John.
Out.